Hi, folks. Welcome back to Place, Manner, Voice. Every episode, I transcribe a word into the International Phonetic Alphabet based on my General American English. I am a Canadian speaker of General American English, so you might hear some features of my dialect in my speech that is not abnormal. I speak a dialect of Canadian English called Atlantic Canadian English, and I'll try to point out those features when they come up. I got a request this week for a transcription. Uh, the word that was suggested was sorry. Sorry. And I know this listener was especially interested in Canadian pronunciation of words. This is a word that is immediately recognizable as coming out of a Canadian's mouth as opposed to an American's mouth. Um, so, like, generally, we speak the same dialect of English, General American English, but there are some words that this shows up for. And what we'll be listening for is this combination of sounds here. So let's open our bracket because we're going to start writing in the IPA. The first sound is s, s. So just like in English orthography, we use this S symbol. S. Now, let's look at this or. Or. Because it's a vowel plus an R combination, we really try to think of it as quite one unified sound. It's not technically, but the is kind of a bully, especially to vowels, and it does kind of stick to vowels in a way that it doesn't stick to other sounds. So we call these R-colored vowels, R-colored vowels, or if you want to be really fancy, rhotic vowels. And that really just means it's a vowel plus R combination. There are 7 in North American English. So for this or, we use this combination, or. So this is like a turned C, like that. And then the is actually like a turned R, isn't it? So we've got 2 turns going on here. That's the or sound. So in the word or, and we've got or in the middle here. Sorry, sorry. And this last sound, the E, pretty simple. We're just going to use this one here. E, E. Every language has E. I don't think there's a language that doesn't have E. If a language only has 3 vowel sounds, this is going to be one of them. It's a very, very common sound. E, sorry, sorry. Let's place the syllable stress marker because we have 2 syllables. We have multiple syllables here. So we always have to place where the primary stress is. Where is the strongest stress? In this one, let's say it a few times. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Can you start to hear that rhythm of a da-da, da-da, da-da? We've got a little bit longer pronunciation going on here at the beginning. So I didn't leave a lot of room here, but I'm going to, yeah, that's not bad. Put in that primary stress marker, which is kind of like a straight apostrophe, and it goes before the syllable. So the syllable starts with the s there. Sometime I should talk about the maximal onset principle, which tells us how to divide up syllables, and it helps inform where we place the marker. But for now, I'll just put it there for us. So what this viewer was asking about was this or sound. This or for the OR combination is distinctly Canadian. It really, really is something that shows up in Canada very consistently. And in America, oh, that's not bad there. There, that's kind of cute. In America, it's much more common to divide this sound and not keep the OR together. This is especially on the East Coast, like east of the Mississippi. You'll hear it much more like this. Oops, always have to start there. And look, you know what? I'm going to erase that just because it doesn't leave a lot of room for me to put in the stress marker later. Sorry. 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 So instead of this rounded or, it's more like sorry. I'll put that stress marker in. This is the same place as the American English, as the Canadian English. This is one of the words that, say, an actor will learn early on if they want to work in America and sound like an American, maybe without a distinct regional accent, just a general American accent. They will want to learn this difference and pronounce sorry as sorry. Sorry. Sounds a little bit like the Indian dress, right? Like a maybe what someone would wear. Sorry. And that's much more typical in American English. This one is much more Canadian with this or sound. You can hear this show up in other ways too, um, like horror. Horror. You might hear horror in America. Horror. Authority. I say authority. In, I don't know, Massachusetts, you might hear it more like authority. Authority. With this combination here. Well, I hope that's illuminating about this little feature of Canadian English. Sorry, not sorry. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or if you have a request for a word, I would be happy to transcribe them for you and talk about the particular features of Canadian English. Until then, if you would hit subscribe, I would be so grateful.